Hello, Howard, and I am back with a book talk for the month of April. This month, I want to share with you Bye Forever, I Guess, by Jodi Meadows. And this is one I'm really going to gear towards the sixth grade. It does skew a little bit older than some of the others that I've talked about. In this book, our main character is a introverted young lady who likes to play online games, and most of her friends are friends that she finds through these online games. The beauty of this book is a couple different things. It talks about students and their social interactions, both in person and online, and it has some really wonderful adults. I find that oftentimes in middle grade and young adult literature, the adults are not super reliable, but in this case, the main character's grandmother is incredibly reliable and really a model for how to talk to a young teenager about social stuff. So I'm going to read to you the very beginning of the book. The main character is dealing with a best friend who doesn't treat her very well. And that does provide one of the main conflicts of the book and how she goes about managing this person who's been her friend for a very long time, but who isn't very nice to her, which I think is a very real situation in most students' lives at one point or another. So I'm going to take us over to, all right. So this is chapter 1 of Bye Forever, I Guess. The author creates sort of like an online system called Scrolls, which I think is sort of similar to like an Instagram or oh shoot, I can't remember what it's called now. I'm old. I'm not savvy. But she's made up her own sort of online world. And in this online world, our main character has a very popular feed called Anani Mouse. So the first chapter is called Anani Mouse. But I like being invisible, I said for the 800th time. I don't want everyone to know who I am. Rachel snorted, a delicate snort, of course, not the embarrassing kind. She was incapable of doing anything embarrassing. No one likes being invisible, Ingrid, she said from the other side of our video call. It was the last day of winter break, and she was digging clothes out of her closet to throw onto a nearby chair. You're comfortable being invisible. That's not the same. Considering I was in a blanket nest on my bed where I was both comfortable and liking it, the two feelings seemed related. I'm serious. She pointed directly into the phone. Look, if you told everyone about Bye Forever, you'd be so popular. They would see you for you. Honestly, people don't even know your name right now. They refer to you as Rachel's friend. I swallowed hard. If you don't tell everyone, maybe I should. No, don't. Just the thought of it made me sweat. I could imagine the whole 8th grade getting a group text from Rachel, reading it right away because it was from Rachel Allen, and suddenly realizing that I existed. That I had done something interesting even. I won't, she said. She sighed. You told me in confidence. We're best friends, and best friends tell each other everything. So I will take this secret to my grave, even though I believe you're wasting Anani Mouse. Just think how cool you'd be if people knew. More like think how I'd have to change my name and move to an undisclosed location. Antarctica was nice this time of year, right? It's not that you're uncool, she pressed. The knitting is cute, kind of quirky, and the reading thing isn't bad, even if it's all fantasy. You should probably let go of that video game you like, but you wouldn't miss it. My heart sank, but I didn't argue. There was no point. Ever since I told her about the text messages, about my secret account on Scroller and its surprise popularity, we'd had some variation of this talk about once a month. I could be cooler, more visible, the type of best friend Rachel really wanted. I have to go. Rachel stepped up to her phone. There's a thing for Junior Miss Deerhill this afternoon. I still can't believe someone nominated me. I'm just too busy. But I'll do it. Obviously, I can't disappoint my fans. She winked. I snorted. It was the embarrassing kind of snort. She picked up her phone. Her room whooshed across the background, cream and yellow, perfectly tidy except for the pile of clothes. But first, if Ellen, Julia, Savannah, Grace, and I were all drowning, who would you rescue first? How was I supposed to answer that? She sighed. Obviously, you rescue me. Unless you're my best friend, but am I your best friend? Of course you are, I say quickly. Good. She smiled her pageant winning smile. I'll see you tomorrow. You better look cute. I know you can. Then she ended the call. So, Bye Forever, I guess, it is written, the main character is in 8th grade, but what's lovely about it is there's nothing in here that I wouldn't feel comfortable having a 6th grader read. There is some minor love interest stuff. There's no inappropriate language. And I do think they will really be able to relate to the social dynamics of people online and in person. And especially if you've got a kiddo who skews more towards the introverted side, they're really going to see themselves reflected in the main character. So thanks for listening. I hope you will check out Bye Forever, I Guess by Jodi Meadows, and happy reading.